Ugandan local manufacturers and the private sector members are not impressed with government actions in relation to products for use, especially in the construction sector. They are accusing government for failing to create an enabling environment for goods made in Uganda to penetrate the world market. At the commissioning of PVC pipes manufacturing plant at Roofings Lubowa site, representatives of manufacturers and those from private sector foundations are angered that government has failed to appreciate goods manufactured under its own regulations and license, thus making it hard for these products to attract market outside Uganda.
You cannot compete in Europe. You cannot compete in America, whether you talk about AGOA, everything but arms, the Chinese market, whether you talk about the regional market, commerce and all this business. As long as your products have not been appreciated by your own market, it will be very difficult for you to break through across the borders and be appreciated beyond the borders.
It's high time government really thought much about, giving a deliberate slot in as far as procurement of our local products are concerned. We cannot go on having the Lalanis here producing as much as they do. They put in a lot of effort and money, and we continue buying from without. It's not fair to them. I believe it's high time as government you think about buying from your own first until a time when you cannot buy more.
The manufacturers wonder why, even after amending the Public Procurement and Disposal (PPDA) Act to allow the government buy from local manufacturers, the government still goes for products made outside Uganda. Private Sector Foundation of Uganda Executive Director Gideon Badagawa clarified that buying from local manufacturers does not in any way infringe protocols that govern World Trade Organizations like AGOA, COMESA, among others.
Public procurement market, colleagues, is a very big market. And if government really cared and focused public procurement on the local manufacturing, I think we'll make a very great headway in this country, like others are doing. In the neighborhood, in Ethiopia, in Kenya, in Rwanda, in Tanzania, in South Africa down there, people are focusing local procurement because it's the only way that we can build capacity for our local industries. It's the only way. They are talking about 15% preference for local purchases in Kenya, in Tanzania. We have not yet done that.
The new plant at Roofings in Lubowa manufactures PVC pipes used in water connections, drainage and sewage applications. The $5 million plant also manufactures pipes for drilling water below the earth. The management of the plant also announced plans to start manufacturing pipes for irrigation to boost agriculture production in the country,
which are needed to make the necessary connections for water to flow far and wide from the wells in Kotido, the treatment plants across the country, to the arid lands of Karamoja and further across the Ugandan market. Our pipes are built to last a lifetime and will ensure that all water generated reaches its final destination as the source of life for millions within our population.
We are also in the process of increasing the product range by introducing drip pipes for use in irrigation system to enhance government effort of encouraging people to invest into commercial agriculture.
Uganda's manufacturing sector has seen some growth in the recent years, producing tons of roofing products able to serve the entire country and export to the neighboring countries with rich market in South Sudan. Kenneth Bwire, WBS News.
Local manufacturers and the Private Sector Foundation of Uganda have lashed at government for ignoring products made in Uganda and importing instead of walking the talk of supporting industrialization in the country. The manufacturers are concerned that though the Public Procurement and Disposal of Public Assets Authority (PPDA) Act has been amended to cater for local procurement, government has deliberately ignored to buy from local manufacturers and instead continues to import even building materials manufactured locally.
Ugandan local manufacturers and the private sector members are not impressed with government actions in relation to products for use, especially in the construction sector. They are accusing government for failing to create an enabling environment for goods made in Uganda to penetrate the world market. At the commissioning of PVC pipes manufacturing plant at Roofings Lubowa site, representatives of manufacturers and those from private sector foundations are angered that government has failed to appreciate goods manufactured under its own regulations and license, thus making it hard for these products to attract market outside Uganda.
You cannot compete in Europe. You cannot compete in America. Whether you talk about AGOA, everything but arms, the Chinese market, whether you talk about the regional market, commerce and all this business, as long as your products have not been appreciated by your own market, it will be very difficult for you to break through across the borders and be appreciated beyond the border.
It's high time the government really thought much about, giving a deliberate note as far as the procurement of our local products are concerned. We cannot go on having the Lalanis here producing as much as they do. They put in a lot of effort and money, and we continue buying from without. It's not fair to them. I believe it's high time as government you think about buying from your own first until a time when you cannot buy more.
The manufacturers wonder why, even after amending the Public Procurement and Disposal (PPDA) Act to allow the government buy from local manufacturers, the government still goes for products made outside Uganda. Private Sector Foundation of Uganda Executive Director Gideon Badagawa clarified that buying from local manufacturers does not in any way infringe protocols that govern World Trade Organizations like AGOA, COMESA, among others.
Public procurement market, colleagues, is a very big market. And if government really cared and focused public procurement on the local manufacturers, I think we'll make a very great headway in this country, like others are doing. In the neighborhood, in Ethiopia, in Kenya, in Rwanda, in Tanzania, in South Africa down there, people are focusing local procurement because it's the only way that we can build capacity for our local industry. It's the only way. They are talking about 15% preference for local purchases in Kenya, in Tanzania. We have not yet done that.
The new plant at Roofings in Lubowa manufactures PVC pipes used in water connections, drainage and sewerage applications. The $5 million plant also manufactures pipes for drilling water below the earth. The management of the plant also announced plans to start manufacturing pipes for irrigation to boost agriculture production in the country,
which are needed to make the necessary connections for water to flow far and wide from the wells in Kotido, the treatment plants across the country, to the arid lands of Karamoja and further across the Ugandan market. Our pipes are built to last a lifetime and will ensure that all water generated reaches its final destination as the source of life for millions within our population.
We are also in the process of increasing the product range by introducing drip pipes for use in irrigation systems to enhance government efforts of encouraging people to invest into commercial agriculture.
Uganda's manufacturing sector has seen some growth in the recent years, producing tons of roofing products able to serve the entire country and export to the neighboring countries with rich markets in South Sudan. Kenneth Bwire, WBS News.
Thank you, Kenneth Bwire, for that report. The budget